Will Logan Paul get that one lucky shot on Roman Reigns and become WWE champion? Stranger things have happened. Hello everyone and welcome to my predictions for Crown Jewel 2022. NLW Figs here with another prediction video. Before we get into it though, there are some real life issues going on with the event to say the least, so I'm not going to be talking about that in this video. I'm strictly going to be doing the predictions for this event. I just hope that it can go off without a hitch wherever it ends up happening. But without further ado, you know what? Let's just get straight into it. First of all, we've got the Raw Women's Championship on the line. It's a last woman standing match between Bayley and Bianca Belair. And just as a side note, a match that's just been announced while I'm filming actually is for the Women's Tag Team Championships. It's Asuka and Alexa Bliss defending their newly won Women's Tag Team titles against Dakota Kai and Io Sky of Damage Control. I actually think that Damage Control will win this matchup, and let me tell you why. I think that the whole, across the board, Damage Control are going to dominate the night. They're going to win every championship on this night and stand tall like Evolution style from Armageddon 2003, if you remember that. So I would predict that it's a hot potato title change just to kind of keep some buzz in that women's tag team division for Alexa and Asuka. Great for them, but I think they might be dropping it immediately at Crown Jewel. And I also believe that Bayley will win the last women's standing match, whether that's from interference from Damage Control, what have you. Some controversy can happen in that matchup where I think that Bayley will take the championship from Belair, and I think that it's a good way to protect her in a last woman standing match. And I think that Bianca Belair has had a very solid title reign, but I think now is the time to transfer it over to Bayley and get some steam going for Damage Control, which they need because they're a hot act on Raw. So I think that on this night, they're going to hold all the championships Evolution style. Next up, for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships, it's the Usos defending against Butch and Ridge Holland of the Brawling Brutes. And you know, Jay, he's been feeling too Usy recently. Obviously, Usos and Sami Zayn, their chemistry off the charts recently in the Bloodline. I love the stuff that's going on with Sami and Roman, and all that going on is very compelling television to me. And I think that Butch and Ridge as babyfaces as well have lit the world on fire, in my opinion. Their tag team matches have been really fun for the most part. What I've seen of them. I know they had a match against the Usos, which was quite good as well on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. Here tonight, though, I don't see the Usos losing to Butch and Ridge. I just don't see it happening so soon with kind of little build-up. So I'm predicting the Usos are going to win, whether someone gets interfered, or someone interferes rather, like Solo. Maybe he will help the Usos to victory, or maybe Jay's hothead will cost the team and the titles will go to the Brawling Brutes. I'm not so sure, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But I am predicting that the Usos are going to do it for the Bloodline, and they will feel Usy while doing it. Next up, a steel cage match. It's Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. Now, this is a feud that a lot of people haven't been too keen on. Me personally, though, I love Karrion Kross. I love Drew McIntyre. So there you go. And I can't wait to see them beat each other up in a steel cage. And I may have been one of the only people who enjoyed their strap match at Extreme Rules. I just like the fact that they're beating up each other for solid 10 minutes. So I would like to see that in the cage. I think that there's a bunch of stuff that they can do. Obviously I don't think it's going to be that great for the general public rather, but for me, I'll get a kick out of it because I like Karrion Kross, and I'll defend him to the death. But yeah, I'm predicting that Drew McIntyre will win this one. I think he might get a lucky escape on Karrion Kross just to kind of keep him strong and protect Kross with a loss. So, that rhymed. But they are probably going to go separate ways after this feud, which, you know, fair enough. But I think this will be a good blow-off in the cage, and I'll predict that Drew McIntyre will win via escape. Moving on, six-man tag team action, the Judgment Day. That's Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor take on the OC of Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows and AJ Styles. And again, it will be good to see the OC on pay-per-view again after a very long time. I'm not the biggest fan of the OC as a faction, but I think that they can do some fun things when pressed. And, you know, they all three of them have good charisma together, so it works. I love what the Judgment Day's been doing too. It should be a fun matchup. I don't know if the OC will win here, though. I think that the Judgment Day maybe need another big win on their record books, especially heading into War Games, where you would assume it will be the Judgment Day and Rhea versus the OC and another member. So we'll have to wait and see what happens heading into War Games, but I feel like it will set something up down the line if Judgment Day win here. So I'll predict the Judgment Day. We have two monsters colliding. It's Braun Strowman versus Omos. Oh, this is Vince McMahon's dream right here. But in all seriousness, you know what? It's a not a freak show match, that seems a bit disrespectful, but I do love the fact that Braun is so much smaller than Omos and it makes him look like a regular man. I think it's cool. Hey, it's not going to be a technical masterpiece or anything like that, but two big monsters going at it, who cares, man? It's wrestling, it's stupid, it's supposed to be stupid. I'm looking forward to it, just seeing how they kind of collide off each other. Hopefully they can cram a lot into like a short amount of time. I think if you kept it under like 3 minutes, something like that, and just have them hit all their big spots, I think it could be a spectacle. Maybe the ring will break, who knows. You know what, stranger things have happened. I think that, you know, potentially, and this might be an out there prediction, Braun and Omos go on second to last, they break the ring, and then you have Roman and Logan Paul fight in the kind of tattered remains of the ring, so to speak, like they did I think it was Vengeance a couple of years ago. So yeah, I don't know who will win this one though. I think that Braun will win, because why would you bring him back just to job to Omos? I don't think he'd agree to that. And there you go. So predicting Braun to beat Omos and slay the giant. It's Beast versus Bobby, Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Oh my god, give this to me, inject it into my veins. They had a match at the Royal Rumble, which is pretty good from what I remember, and now they have a chance to revisit that rivalry. It's been one of the best things on television by far, with them just beating each other up rather. Kind of an MMA style feud, you know, both men have extensive histories, cage fighting, so yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be Brock Lesnar probably, but you know, I'd love to see Bobby Lashley win. I think it would be good for him. I think this feud will rub off well on Bobby Lashley, really give him a high-profile feud to work with. And this is a match that we should have seen like 5 years ago now, but unfortunately didn't happen then. But I'm very happy it's happening now. Brock is going to win, but I'm sure it's going to be a hell of a contest. I'll also briefly mention the fact that Bray Wyatt has been advertised for Crown Jewel. What will happen with his character moving forward? Obviously, the Uncle Howdy stuff last Friday on SmackDown was quite an intriguing thing to see. It looks like Bray Wyatt might be feuding with himself in a weird way, with his split personalities perhaps, but I am very intrigued to hear where this feud will go, rather, because we are still obviously in the early days of it. So the fact that he will be at Crown Jewel maybe suggests he'll involve himself in one of the matches, but maybe it's too soon for that. You know, you want to kind of make sure that you can develop the characters that he's trying to portray first and the stories before you really start shoehorning him into big storylines. But eventually we're going to have to see him in the ring. So yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one. I think that there is a lot of potential with this Bray Wyatt story, and I just can't wait to see where it goes from here. Main event for the Universal Championship, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, is Roman Reigns defending against social media megastar, as Michael Cole likes to say, Logan Paul. Logan Paul is not winning the WWE Championship. There you go, good night. But, you know, stranger things have happened. You never know. Why would they book him in the match if, you know, one lucky shot, as they say, Logan Paul is WWE Champion? Oh, the crowd, the fans would be in uproar. Kind of a morbid curiosity kind of way. I kind of want to see it, but I don't think it will happen. No, I know it won't happen. Roman Reigns will win, but it's how they kind of portray Logan Paul, how he will be responded to by the fans in Saudi Arabia, assuming it goes ahead. But again, he's getting boos on WWE TV, so you know, obviously not a fan of the guy. But as a competitor and a wrestler, you know, I'm not opposed to seeing him wrestle. It's like a special celebrity attraction match, isn't it? At the end of the day, but wondering how they approach the matchup, how much they give Logan, if it's just going to be him being battered for 10 minutes or if it's going to be 1 minute, what's going to happen there. But Roman will win. It kind of ruins the main event if there's no kind of jeopardy to it, but I understand why they're doing it. It's to create buzz with the audience. So yeah, fair enough. Roman's going to win though, hands down. So what do you think about these predictions? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to NLW Figs for more wrestling figure content like this. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys later.